Alrighty, folks, who's ready for some Sunday night BMHL hockey? It's the Cup Finals. My name is Peter Zod. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We are at the beautiful Kilo 1 Center here in St. John's, New Brunswick. And we're just about to get it back underway here. We have 1 minute to go before the game starts. So, some quick notes here for you. We are in the actual St. John Arena. As the time has hit 7 o'clock and we're just about to get underway. Now we're going to switch to the actual screen here. There we go. Anyways, here we go. We're just about to get started. So, just a couple pre-game notes. Stanley Cup World's in net tonight for the St. John Winterhawks. And then for the other side, it is Turbocharge, as per usual. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Game 3 of the BMHL Cup Finals is underway as Trojan gets a hold of it here in the corner for the Winterhawks, coming off of a big 2-0 shutout victory. Gaz is back for the Armada. Ninja's not here for the Winterhawks as of right now, at least, but not everybody's here quite yet. I would imagine everybody's still probably getting back into their routines from getting back into school or whatever you're doing. As Pasta gets a hold of it here for the Winterhawks, or tried to, as here comes a shot by Sixnista, but it goes wide as the first two shots end up on net for the Armada. Now here comes Atano. He's going to check Sixnista. Sixnista will try and force it back into the zone. He will be able to at the blue line at least, where Atano will meet him. Now Atano turns away. He's got Gibble to it ahead of the play here. But Zach will be back to receive that and clear it down the ice. 2 minutes in, the Armada off and running early with 2-0, 2 shots here on the net. Nothing for the Winterhawks as of yet. As here comes a chance that's going to go off of Trojan's shoulder and wide of the net. Here comes Gaz with a chance and a big save made by Stanley Cup World as it went off the pad, I believe. And now it'll be lifelong video class, putting it across. Sonic will get a hold of it. Gaz will get it back at the blue line. He's able to tag up quickly. Now he'll take a backhand. It's blocked by what is that name? I'm gonna have a look here. I haven't had to do that in a little while. It's Vexy. Okay, so Vexy for the first time is back here for the Winterhawks as he's on his man Gaz. Gaz is able to get by him, but not by Trojan. And now it'll be cleared away out of the zone as Ryland Plays Football tried to get back to it. Obviously, football in the NFL is back, so everybody's probably going to be loving their teams back in action here as Pasta gets in the way of Sixnista. Now here comes Atano the other way. He's got 2 goals recently in the finals. Here comes a big chance here for Atano. Atano to the backhand. What a save by Turbo! And a huge chance for Atano, the main owner for the Winterhawks, to get them off and running again. But a huge save made by Turbo as Atano dinked his way through the D, but couldn't finish. Now here comes Sixnista. That one's blocked. Now here comes Atano again. Certainly up for one of the most improved players of the year, if not the most improved player of the year, as he jumped up from Tier 2 to Tier 1 and has made it look easy. And it looks like we got a comment joining us, so appreciate you tuning in, buddy, and we'll hopefully have you commentating here again soon, as I'd imagine you're probably just going to be listening in right now. As Zach will send it out of the zone. Here comes Sixnista. He's had a couple shots so far here in this game, but that's the only 2 so far that have stood up. I'm surprised there's no shot for the Winterhawks, even though Atano's was a save made by Turbo, so that one has not been added onto the score sheet yet. Now here comes a chance for Sixnista. YMV trying to poke at it through the air, but couldn't. And now to be cleared away as Sonic will try and put it up the ice for Sauce Oriole. Sonic gets a hold of it. The defenseman joining up on the rush here. Headshot's blocked by Zach, but it'll bounce straight down to Sauce Oriole. Sauce Oriole waiting, shooting! Oh my goodness, that just missed. Not by much, but very close indeed as Sonic can't get the puck. It'll be cleared over to RJ, who spins it back across over to Gaz. He's able to take that pass off the boards. Gaz is checked by Vexy. Now Rylan will poke it back up the boards. Vexy ends up putting it back into his own zone, but it should work out for Trojan here if he's able to get it out, and he will. Right up to Sauce Oriole. Going the wrong way, so he ended up getting checked, but now he'll put it back into the Armada defensive zone here where Rylan gets it, and he'll just dump it down the ice. Trojan settles it down again as we've got 5:44 to go here in the first period. No score from either end, but 2 shots for the Armada, and 1 finally counts for the Winterhawks, even though that first one should have been shot, so technically it's 2-2. As Trojan will slap the puck around the ice, and right down to Atano nicely, but he couldn't turn on YM&V, and now it'll be 6:03 Pasta getting a hold of it. It hit a body, so it stays in. Only for a moment, though, as Trojan will get it out to center, where Atano's going to fight for it and keep going with it, but he wasn't able to. And now Pasta will get it back here for the Winterhawks. He's trying to spring Atano into the zone, but couldn't continue on. And now Trojan will softly backhand it up to center, where it'll be Atano and Reader fighting for it. Now it's Six Nista trying to spin through Pasta, but he couldn't maintain the puck. And now it'll be Gibbletooth getting on to Atano. And now Atano will get it back here for the Winterhawks. Only for a moment, though, as Reader checks his man again. And now it'll be in center. YM&V recovering for defensively here for the Armada, as YM&V can't clear it. Atano is going to put it around the boards. Sonic will keep it in here for the Winterhawks. His shot! Oh, it took a couple deflections there. Could have made it towards the net, but unfortunately didn't. Now here comes Sonic again, but he's going to be checked by Gone Wild. And now Six Nista trying to deke through. He can't, as he gets checked now. Elite. Whoops. Wrong angle. I was trying to display the name. There's Elite is joining in for the Winterhawks. Obviously, Sonic looks like he's replacing Ninja. And now Elite will try to backhand it in. RJ gets on him. And now Sonic will help out his man. There's Middleman Chaos, the defenseman on the ice right now. Gaz is held to the corner here by Elite and Sonic. Double teaming Gaz as he's able to get through it, but only for a moment, though, as Middleman kept him to the outside. And now to be Sauce Oriole taking it up for the Winterhawks. Here comes Sauce Oriole. He's just only able to get it over to the other side, but it'll be dumped back in by the Armada. Now, only for a moment, though, as here comes Atano. He tried to go the other way. He couldn't, and now it'll be Gibbletooth and Atano. These two have been pretty good for the Winterhawks. Lots of offense provided from them so far, as 6:03 Pasta will dump that in. Oh my goodness, that didn't miss by much. If it went straight towards the net, that was probably going in. But it'll end up out of play. As I saw a comment, the Kyoto Stars won in overtime, so good for you guys. Have a 3-0 series lead. All right, face-off is won here by the Winterhawks. Here comes Atano. Six Nista dangerously put it behind the net. Oh my goodness! A centering pass here is knocked away as Six Nista dangerously put it off the boards behind the crease. Or behind the net. Both the same thing, as here comes Atano. Shot stopped by Turbo, and he's able to cover as Six Nista put him into a bit of a panic there. But a good save by Turbo to keep this one scoreless. Changes on the fly here for the Winterhawks, as looks like it's Atano and Gibbletooth again. Maybe didn't complete in time. I don't know why the broadcast camera keeps doing that, but anyways, we're back underway here. Is Six Nista looking to clear it again, and he's not able to, as here comes Atano, able to keep it in for the Winterhawks, only for a moment though, as this time the puck goes the right way. YM&V won't be able to get a hold of it for the Armada, as it's out to center here for Atano. Here comes Atano dumping it in. Oh, that just went wide. Now the bounce may work. Unfortunately, it didn't in the Winterhawks' favor. It ended up in the Armada's favor. And now to be Six Nista in on the forecheck. Oh, bit of a lag spike, but we're good. As 603 Pasta will dump it down the zone. Gone wild. Trying to dump it back in. He couldn't, and now here comes Gibbletoot. He'll just send it in deep, or so I thought, as that one didn't end up in deep. Now Trojan is able to settle it down for the Winterhawks and go off the boards up to Atano. Winterhawks have 3 shots now, which would be correct, excuse me. Has gone wild. We'll send it back in again. Seems like that's just been the story of this series, is lots of dump-ins and not a lot of carry-ins here for either side. As Sonic tried to put it towards the net, he couldn't, and now to be Gaz. He's draped all over though by Sonic and Sauce, but he's able, Sauceorial able to check his man RJ. Offside was cleared there for a second, and now to be into the corner where Sauceorial has got Gaz and RJ all over him. Here comes TT with a chance, but it was blocked by good defense there by the Winterhawks. Believe that was Elite getting in the way there, showing his elite defensive awareness. Or was it Middleman? One of the two. Either way, both have been good defensively tonight so far, as here comes Elite. He's going to be able to at least dump it back into the blue line. Only for a moment, though, as here comes RJ. Trying to send it towards the net. He couldn't, and now Sauceorial will just settle it down here for the Winterhawks. So I thought, as here comes JK Reader trying to put it towards the net. He couldn't. And Six Nistas checked again. And it'll be sent back into the Armada blue line. And now it'll end up into the Winterhawks bench. And so we'll have a face-off here right at the Armada blue line. With 49.5 seconds to go here in the first period. Game 3 in St. John so far has been in favor of the Winterhawks. They've got 3 shots on net. And I would say have started to be the better team as of right now. As here comes 603 Pasta. He will send it in deep. It's off of Zach's stick and he's able to clear it up to the ice now to Six Nista. But he's not able to get it towards the net as he's checked immediately by Pasta. Now it'll be Atano trying to advance it. He's checked by YM&V. Now YM&V's checked. Now here comes Atano trying to spin his way through. He's got 2 goals in the finals. Looking to get his third. Unfortunately, a little too wide. As he had a good chance there, but couldn't get it towards the net. Now it'll be Satchke Raider taking it out for the Armada and sending it into the zone for the Winterhawks, where they will recover and send it up the ice. They might have to be able to get a quick chance here. Here comes Satchke Raider. He's going to be slow, though. Here comes Atano trying to get it towards the net. He's got 5 seconds to work with. Here comes Atano, a little too wide. Didn't have much of an angle, and unfortunately, that will be the end of the first period. With Atano getting the last chance there. Winterhawks certainly had the more possession, but unfortunately that didn't make it towards the net. Hopefully you all are enjoying this one as we have hit the first intermission. As boy, is it ever better to have the quick line changes and the quick intermissions for these BMHL games, because I can tell you from previous experience it was very slow. But it has definitely been a much better game experience so far with the AI as we're underway here. Lots of bugs, of course, but it ends up always working out. As here comes Gaz trying to get the shot towards the middle. It unfortunately didn't work as there's a chance off the boards. It's knocked away. And now to be Gaz. He unfortunately has to recover outside the blue line, trying to make a move. He'll send it in deep, just like the Winterhawks have done so far. Send it off the boards. Here comes a shot, and a big save made by Stanley Cup World as that one from the blue line ended up right on him. And he's been up to the task. Now here comes RJ trying to push his way through. He can't. Now to be Atano. Coming the other way for the Winterhawks. He's not able to make his way through either. Now 603 Pasta comes to join the rushes. Here comes RJ going behind the net. Now RJ looking to center it in. Six Nista wasn't able to get there in time. And now to be back to Six Nista again as Satchke Reader pokes it up to Six Nista. Six Nista trying to make a move. Runs out of real estate. And Seeming like both teams have run out of real estate here. As the dump in by Sixnista goes over Stanley Cup, and now it'll be out of the zone where Satchke Raider recovers and sends it in deep. Sixnista's hard on the forecheck here as the Armada sending 2 in here for the forecheck, but it won't work as Sixnista is checked again, and it's sent behind the net. Sauce Oriole looks like he's going to get there first. He will. Zach recovers nicely, though, as he went straight to the middle. Of course, being an actual hockey player in real life, should know that. Sixnista, we got a hold of it here for the Armada. He's checked by Sauce Oriole. Now Sauce Oriole, what a hit! Now he's going to send it in front. Here comes Sonic! What a save made by Turbo! And Sonic had a great chance to open the scoring for the Winterhawks, but he couldn't poke it by him. And now it'll be cleared down the ice. Elite knocks it down, but it's right under the path of Sixnista, who's just going to send it in! Oh my goodness, that just missed. Both teams had chances there within the matter of seconds, but no one's gotten by yet. As Atano blocks that clearing attempt, here he comes. Nice deke through. Will he be able to maintain it? No, unfortunately not, as he hits a roadblock. Now he'll be able to get it back. Atano spinning at the line. He'll pass it across to Gibbletoot. It's a nice pass reception. Now he's trying to shoot it towards the net, but unfortunately it was blocked. And now to be Gaz the other way. 6:03 Pasta, nice little spin on Gaz, but he's going to be able to stay on the forecheck here. Looking to get it towards the backhand. Great play by middleman Chaos as he saw that happening and said no thank you to Gaz. Now here comes a chance. It's blocked by middleman Chaos, who doesn't cause any chaos there and sends it out. As Ryland plays football, nice pass up to Gaz. He's going to drag it, take the shot. It goes wide off of middleman Chaos. And now it'll bounce perfectly for Atano, but Sixnista was right there. Now he lost his speed. Well, everybody lost their speed for a minute there, as here comes 6:03 Pasta. He's just going to force it into the zone, and now it'll be in deep to the Winterhawks defensive zone, where middleman Chaos will just dump it down the ice. It hits a stick. We'll see if Sonic will get there first. It's been interesting to see them shift their lineup around, as Sonic is now forward. Now here comes Sonic. He's going to send that. Whoa, that just went wide. Had a chance there if it deflected off the defender. But now here comes Sauce Oriole. Trying to put some sauce on the move there, but unfortunately couldn't finish. And now here comes Oriole again. Sauce Oriole, nice little move. Now tries to go to the forehand. He was a great chance there, but Satchke Raider comes in, pokes him, and clears it away. As Sixnista's on the boards here. And Elite sends him flying! And Sixnista tried to send his man flying. He ended up sending himself flying. Now here comes Sauce Oriole the other way. Sauce Oriole, what a move! It's straight towards the net! And Turbo's gonna make the save! Wow! It is a raucous crowd here in St. John, as the Winterhawks have come close a couple times, but could not finish. As here comes a chance for Atano off the face-off. He was poke-checked now to make it to the blue line. He's just going to dump it to the corner and go after it himself. Ryland will get it back here for the Armada. He's going to send Gaz the other way. Gaz with a big shot, and it's stopped by Stanley Cup World, who knocks it down nicely for Trojan, but he can't clear it, as now he'll go back to defend the middle. Here comes a chance, and a big save made by Stanley Cup World again. And now Atano will send it flying down the other way. Zach gets it over to Gaz. It ends up right on Stanley Cup World again. Now the rebound. Here comes RJ trying to poke it towards the net. It's stopped by Stanley Cup World again. Couple big saves there for Stanley Cup World, who has been great so far tonight. As so have both teams defensively, as that one doesn't end up out of the zone. It'll hit the glass. Gaz will keep it in. Pasta's going to look to turn it the other way, and he will, as it hits down the ice, where Zach will settle it down for the Armada. He goes off the boards. Whoa, a little dangerous. Here comes Sonic trying to deke his way through. Unfortunately, Zach was right all over him, and he couldn't finish that move. Now to be dumped back down the other way. Satchke Reader gets it through center. Here comes Sixnista with an open chance. Nice little move, but couldn't stay with it. Now he will. It ends up behind the net, and Elite will send it down the other way. Where's Zach? Oh boy, careful there. As that one almost ended up at the net. Now here comes a chance. It's a steal for Sauce Oriole. Sauce Oriole sends it across, and Sonic couldn't get the poke check as the pass might have been a little too fast for him to handle. As now to be Sonic trying to poke it through the bodies. He can't, as Sixnista will have that one blocked. Now Sixnista gets it back, only for a moment though, as Sonic looking to speed his way through the other way. Use his Sonic name to his advantage, but unfortunately couldn't, as that one's knocked down by Elite. He'll just go to the safe zone to the backhand and send it down the other way. Zach isn't safe though, as here comes Sonic on Adderall. Sonic with a shot, it goes wide. Good chance here for Sonic, as that one just went wide, and now to be sent back down the other way. Sixnista will knock that down and send that right on Stanley Cup World. Big save made by Stanley Cup, and he's just not going to take any chances and cover it. He saw that coming, as I'm sure he studied that probably multiple times just to make sure that one doesn't go in on him. Gonna I gotta knock on some wood, so I make sure not to jinx him there, as it's the face-off is won by the Armada. Here comes Gibbletoot. He'll just send it in deep. As Gone Wild, we'll get back to it here for the Armada, and he'll send it down the other way, where it'll hit 603 Pasta, but he's gonna follow it behind the net. Trojan sends it up the other way. Atano is able to keep on hold of it. Now here he comes to the corner. Nice little move on Gone Wild, but Gone Wild ended up getting the last laugh and sends it the other way, as here comes RJ. RJ the other way. RJ takes the shot. Big save made by Stanley Cup World. Now the rebound ends up falling away from him, but it's cleared away before anything else could happen there. As here comes Gaz, able to keep it in at the blue line only for a moment though, as Atano will not be able to clear it, but 603 Pasta. Oh, the ownership didn't get to him originally. Now it will get to him, but RJ does a nice job blocking it down. Here come the Armada, but Pasta doing a nice job keeping it to the outside, as here comes RJ trying to wrap it around. Big save made. Rebound is cleared away. Here comes Gaz now trying to do the same thing and drive it towards the net. Here comes Sixnista now. They've loaded up the lines, trying to get some offense going, as there's a shot. It's just wide. And now it'll be Sixnista getting it back here for the Armada. Atano trying to get in his way. Now to be sent back in, as Trojan will settle it down here for the Winterhawks and go off the boards and down the ice. Settling down here for the Winterhawks, as they had a bit of a scare there, but survived the storm for now. As here comes Sixnista getting blown up by Elite. Oh my! That one's poked back into the zone. Elite will recover it here for the Winterhawks. Excuse me, I've nearly said the Armada a couple of times, but I have stopped myself from doing that. As here comes a chance, a big save. I think big save. Yes, it was a big save. Now the rebound. Here comes Sonic taking the shot. Oh! What a chance for Sonic to get his first of his playoff career, but could not get it towards the net. Oh man, huge play there by Sonic, but just could not finish. So a massive chance here, as here comes Sauce-Oriole trying to poke it towards the net. He couldn't. Sonic's not able to keep it in, as Middleman Chaos looking to head back the other way here, as he's the defenseman. Will get it back and send it in deep, as 1:05 to go here in the second. It's been entertaining. 9 shots for the Armada, 5 for the Winterhawks right now. And most of those shots came from that one big chance the Armada had to open the scoring. Now here comes Sonic. He's going to try and send it towards the net. Wasn't able to. Now it'll be Sixnista sending it down the other way, where it eludes Middleman Chaos, as that shot by William and V goes wide, but it'll bounce straight towards the middle. Atano's going to come back and help him out. Oh, nearly didn't help out, as he redirected it towards the net. Now here comes RJ with a chance and a big save made. And now Atano trying to clear it away. He can't, as now here comes RJ trying to push it towards the net. He's kept wide. Now it'll be Elite looking to get that one away from the crease. He will. Now here comes Gaz. 24 seconds remaining. Here comes a chance. Big save made by Stanley Cup World, as that one made it on the net as well. Now Atano can't clear it. Here's Gaz with a shot. Oh boy, that was wide. And out of bounds straight down. 10 seconds to go here in the second period. The Winterhawks in their defensive zone right now. And here comes RJ with a chance. It's wide. Now Gaz will take it off the boards. Taking the shot. What a save by Stanley Cup World. He managed to get down. And that'll do it for the second period, as the Winterhawks bent but didn't break. And they survive. And we'll head into the third period, excuse me. Still knotted at zeros. We'll see what happens in this period. 5 shots for the Winterhawks, 11 for the Armada. Let's see how this one ends up. As we're just about to get underway here with the third period. Hopefully you all are enjoying this one. Once again, my name is Peter Zod. Thank you all for tuning in to the World Sports Network, live on World Sports Network. Okay. Here comes Gibbletoot. He's unfortunately offside, as Atano couldn't tag up in time. As we've hit a quick break here due to offside. Just a few seconds into the game here. As the faceoff is won by Gaz, but he can't advance further as 603 passes all over him, and out of a Gibbletoot recovering here for the Winterhawks. He sends it up the ice. Atano will just tip it in. And gone wild to get a hold of it. So I thought, as here comes Atano with a chance. It's stopped by Turbo. The rebound, he can't cover it. Here comes a chance for the Winterhawks. Atano trying to poke it in. It's loose in the crease still. And now Turbo's finally able to fall on the puck. As a massive save there. Whew. Sigh of relief there for Turbo, as the Winterhawks came close again. So here comes Gaz. He's going to poke it up the boards, trying to clear it. RJ gets a hold of it. Rylan will now get a hold of it and send it down the other way, as Trojan missed it. Now here comes a chance for the Armada. Here comes Gaz trying to poke it towards the net. It's poked away. Now it'll be Trojan poking it up to Gibbletoot, who pokes it up to Atano, who just sends it in deep. And now one makes it right through into Turbo. And now they can't clear it. Now they will, as the ownership took a second to change there. Now to be sent back down. But it's blocked, and now to be 603 Pasta getting a hold of it. Here comes Atano. He's, I think, lost his stamina, so he won't be able to keep up with it. And it'll be sent back down to 603 Pasta, who ends up going a little backwards. Probably not what he was intending for, as now to be Atano still stuck on the ice. Six Nista the other way. He's checked. And now to be Atano getting poke checked. Now here comes Sonic. Hard on the forecheck. Here comes Sonic to the backhand. He was poke checked before he could get the shot off. Now here comes Sauce Oil trying to poke it, trying to force his way through. He can't. Now 603 Pasta will send it in deep. And just wide of the net, as that one goes out of play. And so I believe the stoppage will end up next to Turbo, to the right of him. As I was correct, the face-off was to the left of him, excuse me. Or it was to the right. I always get those mixed up, my rights and lefts mixed up, as Sonic blocks that. A shot attempt by Six Nista, but it'll be cleared up to Six Nista again. Here comes Six Nista to the backhand. That looks like it was just a little too far wide. 8 minutes left here in the third period. Here comes Six Nista. He can't get through Sonic. Now Sauce will help him out as Six Nista gets a hold of it to the backhand. It's wide. And now Sonic will get a hold of it and send it down the other way. Gone wild. Sends it right down. It's almost got through the Stanley Cup, but Middleman Chaos will push his way through to some open ice, and he'll be able to carry it up there. Here he comes. He's going to take it all the way up. Will he look to go coast to coast? Here comes a shot. It's just a little too far wide, unfortunately, but here comes a chance for Sonic, but a good chance there. Blocked by Gone Wild. Now here comes Atano, trying to get his way through. Here comes Atano. Stop by Turbo. Rebound is covered as Atano nearly got through again. But Turbo's up to the task and keeps it out again so far for the Armada. Winterhawks have had lots of shots on so far, but here comes Atano again, winning the face-off against the Armada. Here comes a backhand. Oh boy, that just missed again as well. Now Zach can't clear it the first time. He will the second time to center, where Gaz gets a hold of it. I think he tried to put it on net. Ended up going wide. That one ends up making a Stanley Cup World, and the rebound is cleared away before any danger. And it's not over yet, as here comes Gaz on the boards. Now he'll look to center it. Still not able to force his way through. Now Atano will come in and help Gibbletoot, as Gibbletoot keeps the Armada at bay so far, as here comes Gaz, but he's not able to get through Gibbletoot, who's going to head the other way. Looking for it. Now here comes Atano, trying to get it the other way as well, as 6:03 Pasta. 6:34 to go here in the third. Getting near the crunch time, as here comes Atano the other way against Gaz. Atano is checked by Gaz, and now it'll be sent in deep, as Trojan's going to let it go. And Sixnista will get a hold of it here for the Armada. He's checked by Gibbletoot. Now Sixnista forced to the boards, not really able to get much, as YM&V gets to the backhand. It's blocked, and now it'll be clear to clear itself away as it gets out to the blue line, where Atano gets a hold of it and sends it in deep. Zach, with 6 minutes remaining here, that hits Sonic on Adderall. It'll make it up to Sauce Oriole, who just got on, but unfortunately didn't have his speed yet, so wasn't able to get away from Sixnista. Oh boy, that took a bad bounce on Middleman Chaos, but luckily nothing happened there, as here comes Sixnista with a shot. It just goes wide. Now it'll be Sonic getting a hold of it. He can't clear it. Now here comes Sixnista with a backhand. What a block! I don't know who blocked that. There was like two people in front of it, so it was an overall defensive block there, I would say, as that one nearly got towards Turbo, but or, sir, excuse me, not towards Turbo, towards Stanley Cup World. Now here comes a chance! Oh, Sonic just missed! He's had multiple chances tonight as a forward. He's been pretty effective, but couldn't get that one down. Probably giving Turbo some heart attacks here, as all those pucks getting sent towards him nearly get behind him, as they have a couple times in this series. Middleman Chaos couldn't get the ownership right away. Here comes TT, trying to get it towards the middle. He can't, as he's surrounded by Atano, who's trying to clear it. He couldn't now on the second try. They will get it out to center. Ryland couldn't settle it down, so now it'll be Atano stealing it from Gaz. Here comes Atano on the outside. Here comes Atano, centering, or trying to center it. It's blocked by Gaz. Now it'll be Atano again, trying to force it towards the net, but it'll be cleared away by the Armada, who are on their back heels, should I say, right now, even though they lead the shots. That doesn't explain the whole story, as that one's tipped in by Atano. It goes in behind the net for Zach to settle down here for the Armada, and sends it out. And it ends up making it past everybody, so it'll make it over to Trojan. He's going to go straight after Sixnista. He wasn't able to get on him. Here comes Sixnista with a chance. Big save made by Stanley Cup World, and he's able to get the puck and fall on it with 4:07 to go here in the third. This one's been entertaining, as hopefully you all are enjoying this one. It's the BMHL Cup Finals, Game 3. What more can you ask for? As it's off the face-off, Sauce Oriole with a good check on Sajke Raider. Now it'll be Sauce Oriole trying to poke it up the ice. Pasta gets a hold of it here and will settle it down. Who sends it up the ice to Sonic. He's able to at least get a piece of it before it went in the zone, but wasn't able to get more than that. As here comes Pasta, he's just going to turn it the other way again. 3:45 to go here in the third. Here comes a chance for Sauce Oriole, but he can't. He's able to maintain it. Gets a shot, rebound, scores! Scores! Sonic on hand roll has his first in the final. And I would imagine his first in nearly years. Sonic uses his big brain and pokes it in a crucial moment as his first career goal. Absolutely amazing. What a story to write for Sonic. Was a huge goal for the Winterhawks. It was coming. Sonic, you are the man right now. Wow. What a time to get your first career goal. And he's back on the ice again for more. As that one nearly ends up on net. World will try to at least cover it. He can't as he's invisible now. I don't know what's going on here. So it was the camera. Here's a chance. Big save made by Stanley Cup World, and it's cleared away. 3:20 to go. What an opportunity as here comes a chance. It's blocked. And now it'll be Sonic again. But he'll just play it safe and kill time. As that is definitely the Armada's enemy now. As here it's dumped in. Elite will settle it down. Kill a little bit more time and send it up. And down into the zone where Gone Wild, fans on his first attempt, is able to get his second attempt. Oh, it hit Otano's stick. It ended up actually working out for Sixnista, but ends up dumping it in. Less than 3 minutes remaining. Here comes the Winterhawks now. It's going to bounce off the boards nicely. Here comes Gibbletooth trying to poke it towards the net. What's happening here to Otano? I think he's lagging, and so we'll have, unfortunately, just have to hope he reconnects and comes back to life. There he is. He's back to life. As his lag, unfortunately, didn't do him any help. As here comes Gibbletooth. Luckily, he helped him out, and now it'll be cleared away by Otano. 2:20 to go here in the third period. Game 3. This one's been entertaining. And we'll see how the rest of this goes on. As here comes Sixnista off a mistake, but Middleman Chaos will bail out his teammate. And now he'll try to bail him out further, but 603 Pasta, excuse me, but now Pasta will get a hold of it. He's clearing attempt is checked by Sixnista. Now here comes Sixnista off the boards to the back end. Another great poke check by Middleman Chaos. And now that one's blocked by Sauce Oil. Here he comes. Sauce Oil is just going to dump it in. It goes off of Gone Wild's hand, but it'll make it up to Sixnista, who turns, takes the shot. It's wide. Big save. And now here comes Zach trying to poke it in. Big save made by Stanley Cup World as he pokes it away. And now it'll be cleared by Sauce Oil to center. Here comes Gaz, dumping it in. Big save made by Stanley Cup World again. He's just going to poke it towards the other side of the crease there, where it's safe, as Sixnista can't get it towards the net. And now it'll be everybody up for the Armada except for Gone Wild, who's their defenseman. Here comes Gone Wild, sending it in right on to Stanley Cup World again. And the rebound is cleared away. Here we go, guys. Crunch time. Here comes Gaz. He's checked by Otano as he's the 1-4 checker. Everybody back for the Winterhawks right now. Oh, no! Ryland plays football. Got in the way of Gaz there. As it's the final minute of the third. Here comes Otano. It ends up getting towards Turbo. The rebound's there. Otano trying to talk it in. He can't. Oh, man. Woo! The voice is getting rusty, but here we go. The crunch time. 10 shots for the Winterhawks. 18 for the Armada. Here comes Middleman Chaos. He'll put it off the boards. Oh, no, into his own bench. Unfortunately, but it's a stoppage. And a timeout for the Armada as we're going to take a breather here. Whew. The Winterhawks. 37 seconds remaining to kill. As the Armada call a timeout, looking to get a play drawn up. As Sonic on Adderall has his first career goal with less than 3 minutes remaining. And that's the only one that stands right now. And we got 37 seconds to decide the rest of this game. Hopefully you all are enjoying this one, as it has been a pleasure to commentate the BMHL Cup Finals right now. The Armada in a position they haven't been a lot of this season, trailing. And the face-off will be outside the Winterhawks zone. Otano does an excellent job winning the face-off. Now here comes Zach. He's going to dump it in. It goes behind the net. Everybody up for the Armada. Here comes TT. Centering it. Here comes a chance, but it's wide. And now to be Elite poking it towards the boards. And it's going to be kept there for now. Here comes Elite trying to fall on it. He can't. Now here comes a chance for Gaz. But he's not able to get it towards the net. Now here comes RJ. It gets through the defense there. And now it'll be to the corner where Trojan tries to clear it away. 10 seconds remaining. A big save made. Rebound 6 needs to. What a save by Stanley Cup World. Clutch save there! 7 seconds to go. Here comes Gas. His shot goes wide. It's off Stanley Cup World's back. And now it's behind the net. And it's cleared away. And that's it. The Stanley Cup World shutout. Again. Game 3 is over. What a last 2 games for Stanley Cup World. A shutout again. And the St. Augustine Armada are down in a series for the first time this year. The Winterhawks are no joke. And I think we all knew that before heading into this series. Wow. What a game for Sonic on Admiral, who ends up having his first career goal and the game winner. What a story he's been for the St. John Winterhawks. Alrighty, guys. That is going to do it for me from World Sports Network. Thank you all for attending game number 3. My name is Peter Zod. We'll see you next time for game number 4. Take care, everybody.